The most valuable question I've ever been asked, not only for content creation, but just for getting stuff done in general. It's a fantastic coaching question. It's only 5 words. What if this were simple? What if this were simple? What if it was easy? How can we make what we are trying to do simple and easy? It's especially relevant with content creation because it is way easy to overthink this stuff. And by the way, what's up? If we're just meeting, my name is Ed. I'm a business coach specializing in messaging, not just the message you tell your customers, like your marketing, but the messages you tell yourself. And this question clarifies stuff. What if this was simple? My coach asks me this all the time, and I had to think about what on earth is she talking about when she says, what if this were simple? So I have broke this down into 5 pieces. I'm actually keeping my notes on my phone because, hey, what if making this video was simple? I would just write it here. Why am I shooting this at the mall? Because I'm trying to get my steps in, and this was right next to where I had my lunch meeting, and it's gorgeous. What a beautiful spot to shoot some video. And I got that mic that cancels the noises, so here we are. The first thing you want to think about, done is better than perfect. In content creation, I found that that's true because making and finishing and uploading 30 videos for a challenge that I did for the first time 2 years ago on Instagram taught me way more than I ever learned thinking about my next video for 30 days, which, by the way, I have done both multiple times. It's attention. I'm not saying I'm perfect at this, but this is how it works. We learn so much more by finishing things than we do by overthinking things. And yes, there are cases where this is not a good idea. If you're a cancer doctor and you're operating, oh, I hope you get it right. Don't get that one wrong, right, fam? If you're my auto mechanic, if you are designing a rocket ship, yeah, done might not be better than perfect in that case. I might perfectly sue you or litigate, right? But for most of us, like honestly, an Instagram video that only 10% of my followers are gonna see anyway, what does it even matter? Second way to make it simple, break it into pieces. In his best-selling book, All It Takes Is a Goal, John Acuff breaks down the 4 phases of what he calls a guaranteed goal. Dream, plan, do, and review. I can't do the 4 fingers with this. Oh, I'm gonna get hit by a train. So when a goal feels impossible, you can make it into a guaranteed goal by breaking it down into 4 pieces. Often, we're holding up that goal at one of those stages. Maybe we're dreaming too much, but we're not planning. Maybe we're planning, but we're not doing. Maybe we're doing it, but we're not reflective. We're not looking at how it went and iterating. So when we do that, it gets way easier and it goes from a dream to a guarantee. How do you build a YouTube channel with 100 videos? 1 video at a time. How do you get a video with 10,000, 100,000 views? I've been hanging out with a lot of content creators who get that kind of views. Let me tell you, it's 1 video at a time. You don't plan for every video to go viral. You plan to make videos, and then it happens that one of them goes viral. You break it down, do the parts that you can do. And speaking of stuff that you can do, the third way to make content creation, or really anything a lot simpler, is to make your goal smaller. Make your projects a little bit smaller. Instead of making 30-minute videos, make 3-minute videos. For me, the opposite problem is also true. 30 seconds takes a lot of effort from me. But if I give myself space and time to break down an idea into 3-5 minutes, I stop overthinking and I start recording. It works out. And this happens with so many different tasks in my life. If I break it down, it makes so much more sense. In the software and the startup world, they call this the minimum viable product. What's your minimum viable content? What's your minimum viable workout? Start thinking of everything like a software engineer, like a startup, and guess what? You'll start and finish stuff. You break it into pieces. And by the way, bonus tip, set timers for finishing these little pieces. I edited an entire YouTube video yesterday in about 18 minutes flat while talking to my phone on Instagram. Now granted, I have a favorite piece of software that makes this super easy. Descript, you can check the description for my affiliate link, but it makes it so easy because you edit the video by editing the transcript, and that's something that I can do. I'm not quick with Adobe Premiere Pro or other professional video editing software, but that is a kind of video editing that I can do. The fourth way to get more stuff done by making it simple is don't wait until you have more resources. Do what you can where you are with what you have. When I shot this video just now, I realized halfway through it, I wanted to bring my tripod base for this camera and I forgot to bring the tripod base. So what am I doing? Well, I'm shooting without it. I'm shooting without the tripods. It would have been nice to sit down, but I need to get my steps in and I'm keeping on going. Do what you can where you are with what you have. What I had a month ago was extra budget to buy a nicer camera, so here I'm with a slightly nicer camera. But until I had that camera, you know what I was shooting all these videos on? iPhone 14! The camera I already had in my pocket. I'm not the best at this, but I am always on the lookout for gear that's within my budget, smart gear, especially as my work expands, as I get called in for coaching and consultation with more people, and the content I want to create to serve them, I want to level it up as well appropriately. That's when I buy new gear. But for the longest time, I was shooting my content on an iPhone 6, on an iPhone X, later an iPhone 14, upgrade the phone because, hey, this is my main content camera. Do what you can where you are with what you have. It makes things a lot simpler. That's a great way to simplify a job, a piece of work, a piece of content, and to just get it out the gate. What's the saying? Well begun is halfway done. Yo, that's hecka smart. I gotta write that one down. And the very last way to help yourself answer the question, what if this was simple, is to ask for help from people that can make it simple for you. I am a coach consultant. That's what I do for clients. And that's what I was so slow to do for the longest time. And it makes me so sad to think about it. But if you want to get better at asking for help, check out the next video right here. And I'll see you there. 10,000 steps! We did it!